Well, there. Good evening, or should I say good morning? It's been a little bit of a long day today, so getting this cast in before I turn in tonight. And for those of you that are new to any of my streams, welcome. Every week, I produce lots of content, but from basically Saturday to Friday, I run a specific stream about a certain topic, and each day I give you more insights about that topic to improve your life and everyone else in it. So grateful for you to be here, and if you're coming back, well, welcome back. It's great to have my wonderful loyal past subscribers back. It's always great to have you here. And listen, if you'd show me some love, if you're on Facebook or John C. Morley Serial Entrepreneur Facebook, whether you're on LinkedIn, whether you're on John C. Morley Serial Entrepreneur YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Periscope, whatever, show me some love on whatever channel that is through a like, an insight mark or some other type of thing would be great. And why don't you let me know right now how you're feeling about gratitude? So we only have today, which is the Wednesday show, Thursday and Friday. So we basically have two more shows after tonight, Thursday and Friday for gratitude. And so, have you done the homework? I want to ask you, has anybody done the homework, which is to make gratitude something you do every single day? Make it a habit in your life. Has anybody actually done that? Could you comment in the spot below? And if you have, how has it been changing your life? How do you feel? Have you been noticing the dopamine, or is it too short of a time to tell? But I can tell you, when you're grateful, so many amazing things happen. Be sure to tag your friends, your colleagues, and of course, your associates, ladies and gentlemen. Again, when we focus on gratitude, oh my gosh, it just changes the whole world. Now, you're probably saying, well, John, what if I'm thankful once? Well, it doesn't just happen the first time you do it. You need to be involved and really do it from the heart and from the core of your being. That is really important, because if you don't do that, then you're actually doing it for the wrong reasons. So when we say the core of your being, right? I say the core of your being. I mean, you're doing this because you want to, not because you have to, but because you want to. All right. Now, that might sound a little strange to some people, but we're being grateful because we want to, not because we have to. But when we choose to be grateful, a lot of blessings and amazing things happen in our life. Let me share something with you. Now, whether you're going out to dinner or whether you're doing something in the office, what happens when you express gratitude? It's like you're on a different plane, and people that are not on that plane suddenly just kind of go away from you. And people that are on that plane are attracted to you like a magnet. I mean, I think that is so amazing. And I know, ladies and gentlemen, that you definitely want to be able to have that great gratitude in your life, right? Am I right? Gratitude makes us feel so amazing. So I had asked you to do a little exercise every day, not just one time, but to keep doing this. And the reason I wanted you to do this is because when you start to feel gratitude, it changes your life. Now, you can't do it one time and say, oh, I'm going to do it once and then get the benefits. It doesn't work like that. You've got to put gratitude in, not because you have to, but because you want to. When you are a person of gratitude, the world changes. Now, I was somewhere today, without sharing where I was. I was somewhere today and I was explaining about gratitude. And I had a lot of people that were basically fiddling with their papers, They weren't even looking at me. Now, I don't say this to criticize, but if we're going to be grateful, and I'm not perfect, it's just that if we want to embrace and we want to show genuine interest in other people, I know I always pay attention to the people when they talk. And so being grateful um, is something that is quite remarkable. When you're grateful in your life, I've told you this, the doors and windows of your castle will just open up, almost like by magic. So, what if you're having a bad day? Can you still express gratitude? Absolutely. Express gratitude because the fact that you got up. And I told you about doing a routine every day. I've been doing that, and my life has just changed. You know, maybe you're going out to lunch and a friend of yours decides to pick up the check. I was somewhere a few weeks ago and the check came and I was just about to pay it. And the proprietor came up to me and says, Sean, lunch is on me. Don't worry about it. And the first thing I said to him was, thank you. That's really kind of you. Now, not only does that make me want to go back there, but it means that that person really respects me. And I think that's kind of amazing. In our world, there are a lot of people, unfortunately, that are running the world with their agenda. Now, I don't mean that you can't have a world where it is what you want, but when you're around other people and it's always your agenda, you're never giving them a chance. That's not really expressing gratitude. So, can you think of one or two things today that you are grateful for? Maybe besides getting up, maybe the fact that you had a safe day driving, you had some good meals, temperature was good, maybe the weather got really frigid like it did here around 13 degrees. And you're grateful that you're able to avoid any ice. Now, a lot of people that I have the pleasure of communicating with, when I mention the word gratitude, they just kind of, I don't know, they shut down. And again, I'm not here to criticize, I'm just here to observe. And I'm here to provide feedback to all of you so that you can understand that when someone does that, even if I did that, it makes the other person feel unwelcome. And it's just not a great thing to do. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, when you have gratitude for the slightest thing in your life, more things in your life are deposited for which you can be grateful for. That could be money, could be relationships, could be opportunities, could be new skills. If I asked you to go through and take an inventory, what are you grateful for right now? Is it your parents? Is it a relationship? Is it some money? Is it the fact that you can just sit here quietly and watch this video? Or maybe it's the fact that you're now starting to get an awakening. When I mention gratitude to a lot of people, they shut me out. Now, not to be rude, but they're not ready for gratitude. Now, what the heck are you talking about, John? How can you be ready for gratitude? You have to be ready for it. If your mind and body is not ready to receive gratitude, it's not going to work for you. Be grateful for everything. I was in my car before, and I have these water bottles of RO water, and I didn't finish all of them. And I got back in the car, and I noticed this amazing glacier inside my ice bottle. And I was actually grateful for that because it was kind of cool seeing this ice clump up and down. And I was also grateful because my bottles, plastic bottles, were able to withstand that frigid temperature, which was kind of cool. Thus, I want to get back to something. The reason most people don't want to embrace gratitude is because there's something in their life that they're not okay with, or maybe they're ashamed of. And so they feel that if they express gratitude, that they're now going to have to, I don't know, fess up about those things they're shameful on. When you come to the table or you come to your neighbors with a heart full of gratitude, guess what they want to do? They want to help you, they want to get to know you, and they want to support you without any strings, without any motives. That's pretty cool. So think about something right now. You're going to go to sleep probably in a little while if you're watching this in the wee hours of the morning, like I'm just getting ready to wrap up here at 1:02 a.m. I am so grateful, ladies and gentlemen, that I have many of you watching. I'm so grateful that we came close to almost 1,000 searches this week on the John C. Morley Serial Entrepreneur channel. I can't tell you how grateful I am of that. I'm also extremely grateful that I got to be on 4 different podcasts this week as a guest. I'm grateful for that. I am so grateful to be able to share insights of my life with you and to share techniques that I think might improve all of our lives. Because again, I'm here to become a better version of myself. And the other reason I'm here is to help all of you become better versions of yourselves. But I want to make one thing clear. We're all in this together. Okay? And some of us are at different stages of this progress. That doesn't make one person better or worse than the other. It's just where you are at the moment, right? If we think about the word gratitude, think about that word gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Think about that. So the word gratitude, in case you're wondering, and I'm going to take this from basically our trusty Google searches here, and I'm going to quote: the word gratitude comes from the Latin word gratis, meaning pleasing, welcome, agreeable. Gratis is also the root of related terms such as grace, gratuity, gratis, all signifying positive moods, action, and ideas. So you love it when I say something is pleasing, right? We want to do things that are pleasing to help others. When somebody says welcome, when you go to their house and say, welcome to my home, welcome to my business, welcome to my store, welcome. How does that make you feel inside? It makes you feel kind of special. Well, we're all special. And I think what's the best thing is to be able to make people feel special every day and not exclude anyone. When we think about grace, I know a lot of you are going to be praying, but we're not talking about that kind of grace. This is the grace. If you ever think of a figure skater or a famous Olympian, the way they can just glide across the ice or do gymnastics or swim, they do everything with style and grace. Or if you ever watched a great ballroom dancer, they do it with grace. Let's talk about gratuity. Gratuity is usually money that you pay for a service. Now, in other countries, they would tip before they receive the service. That's why they call it tips, to ensure prompt service. In the United States, we have it a little backwards. We tip after we receive good service. I like the idea of tipping first because it's one way of assuring that the person's going to give you service. Because when somebody just gives you service, how do they know the person's really going to tip well? Right? So, gratis, being positive, having great actions, pleasing. When we go out each day, are we helpful to the other person? Or are we trying to just put ourselves first because we're afraid that, if we don't get out of our car in 5 seconds, that we're going to be second or worse, maybe third or fourth online? Or do we take our time and when they're getting out, get there just in time and hold the door and they say thank you? How do you feel when somebody says thank you to you? I feel like $1,000,000. I feel like I've done something and I made a connection with another person. Do you know that most people in our world will never have any type of connection? Forget marriage or anything like that. I'm talking about just day to day connection. But even people that are married, they don't have a connection. They have an arrangement. Yes, they love each other. And yes, there is some fun that goes on. But they really don't get a chance to explore each other's creativity and share their goals and share their dreams, their aspirations, even their challenges and things that fear them. But you can't do that unless you have gratitude. Well, John, what does gratitude have to do with that? It's simple. Someone that chooses to express being grateful and showing gratitude is a person that will attract others. People that show gratitude are role models for others. People that show gratitude actually live longer lives. People that show gratitude are happy. People that choose to show gratitude make friends that want to help them with no concessions or strings. They do it because they're thankful that somebody helped them, or they're grateful just to have the friendship. Have any of you sat back and really took inventory in your friends and maybe how grateful you are that they came into your life? And maybe you're saying to me, well, John, I hate that person. I didn't get along with them. Well, we should still be grateful for that. You know why? Because that person came into our life maybe for a short term. And that's still to help us become better versions of ourselves. Even if we didn't get along with that person, we became a better person. We learned not to take their BS. And we learned how to adopt ourselves and how to adapt it and build this armor so that we can protect ourselves. We also learned that that's not the kind of behavior that we want to exhibit toward other people. Because when it's released like that, other people want to avoid you like the plague. Like the plague. Again, picture the word gratitude. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. What I want you to to now think of is you just gave this great speech in an auditorium, and it could be for a senior graduating class. It could be for some charitable organization. Or anything else you'd like. And when you gave the speech, you gave it with such humility and such passion, and an integral part of also delivering, yes, gratitude. And after you gave the speech, people applauded you. And you were just so thankful that people liked your address. And after you're coming off the stage, you notice a student or you notice somebody come up to you and they go to shake your hand. You know what they say? Thank you. Imagine there is, or I say there were, 500 people in the audience. And every single one of those people comes up to you to shake your hand. And one by one, you hear them say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You're amazing. Thank you, 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 thank you. And your response, you're welcome. It was my pleasure. But something else happens when you give that response. You start to realize that you believed that you were the teacher to inspire others. But you know what just happened when all those 500 people came up to you? You became the student, and they each became the teacher. I feel that whatever we know in our world or don't know, we always can learn more. What I try to strive for every day is to deliver these messages to you with the most compassion, the most integrity, and the most gratitude. I know you have lots of places you can listen, and I am so thankful and grateful that I had close to 1,000 searches this past week. That blew me out of the water. For those of you that don't know, we stream to a lot of different places, but we're not yet approved to stream to LinkedIn's feature, which allows you to stream to your company, one of my company pages, which is John C. Morley, Serial Entrepreneur. I need to get my followers up a little more. And if you're watching, if you could click on the follow, then I'll be able to bring this information to not just where I do currently, but also to John C. Morley, Serial Entrepreneur. And then it'll show up there for many other people to watch. I also want to encourage you that I'm going to be looking for guests that may want to come on and share maybe a life story or something. So if you have an idea like that, message me in the comments and we'll do a private one-on-one and see if you're a good fit to come on a short cast with my one of my daily streams. Again, I am so grateful, ladies and gentlemen, that you take your time to watch these videos, to share them, to like them, to comment. And remember to tag your friends, colleagues, and associates. And then for those that go to youtube.com, typing my name, John space, E space, M-O-R-L-E-Y space, Serial Entrepreneur, and looking for that key phrase, help keep our content free. And below that, clicking on the PayPal link and making that choice, ladies and gentlemen, to buy my team and I a cup of coffee. I can't tell you how grateful we are with every penny and dollar we receive. We invest into new hardware, new technology, new equipment, new staff, and even new facilities so we can keep bringing you and growing to get even better with the most powerful, inspirational, jaw dropping content to get you out of procrastination into action, to live a life of purpose with gratitude, integrity, honor, and purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, as I've said before, it has been an extreme privilege, pleasure, and honor to be with you tonight, and I express my gratitude always. I hope that you will choose to come back tomorrow. Well, actually, it's going to be tonight. That'll be our episode number 6. And then we'll have one more on Friday. And we're going to talk about gratitude. And if any of you watching this during the week has some story you want to share about gratitude, reach out to me because I'd like to bring a few of you on so we can inspire others. We're all teachers. We're all inspirational. Let's take that gift that we have inside us and share it to the world to help us become better and to help others become better versions of themselves. I'm John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. Have yourself an amazing rest of your night if you're on the California time. And if you're on the Eastern time zone, enjoy the rest of your morning. I do need to get some sleep. And tomorrow I'll be back with another great, compelling point about gratitude and how it can change our lives. Have a good one, everyone.